If you are a puzzler, I would love to know what you would want for Christmas, or what would you want as a gift? Let me know down in the comments below. I asked this question over on the Facebook group, and surprise, surprise, no one mentioned I want puzzles for Christmas. And so if you are someone who is buying a gift for a puzzler, it might be kind of tricky because there's so many different brands and options, and each puzzler has their own wants and images that they love. And so gifting puzzles can be a tricky business. I will link last year's video down below where I talk about maybe brands that you might be interested in gifting, because there are some really great ones out there that a lot of people seem to be interested in, or would be just great gift ideas if you really want to gift them a puzzle. But today we're going over some other ideas that were either suggestions from that Facebook group post or things that I personally would love as a puzzler. So we're going into all of that today. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, or I'm sorry in advance if you are making a giant wish list with this video. I'll link whatever I can down below. Some of those links are affiliate links, but it helps support my channel and helps this channel keep going. A whole bunch of different price points. I'll leave timestamps down below so you can jump ahead to whatever your budget is. But we have things for under $20, for over $100, and everything in between. So I hope you found this helpful, and let's just get into the video. Here we go with under $20. First up we have is a light. This is one that I got on Amazon under $15. You can find them between like 12 to 20, depending on different brands and sellers. I got mine for 12, and it's actually a really decent light. For one, super bright, but it also has the option to either get dimmer or get a little bit brighter. Also has the ability to change the coloring of the light, so you can either do warm, I think daylight, and then cool colors. So depending on their situation, they may really appreciate something like this if they maybe have poor lighting with their puzzle space. It's also nice because it's clippable. I will say it might be tricky if you are someone who has some gripping issues. You might need to have some assistance, but you can clip it pretty wide onto a table. Maybe they have a puzzle board and they just need some better lighting. It plugs in like a normal plug, and I think this is a great gift idea and definitely useful for someone who loves to puzzle. Next up we have is something that's definitely like a self-plug situation, so do with that what you will. But it's these little puzzle journals that I created. I have this one, which is the one that has the Puzzle Nerd, the original one, but I have two other covers, and I think I might add some more in the future. But it is a journal for puzzlers. So inside you can create your wish list, you can create a list of things that you've done, or your to-do list. You can also go through each day and talk about the puzzle that you did. So you can put the brand, the month and year you finished it, how many pieces it was, what your rating is. Like, you can print off a picture if you wanted and put it inside. So lots of different pages and lists and such that you can create. I think it's $12 now on Amazon, and it's a nice little book. It actually printed out really well. So there's a couple different designs, and it's something that I have, and I know a couple of you also have it and love it. Next up we have is another notebook. This is from the brand Puzzworthy. They are a brand new baby company. They are the merch brand for Jessa and Joyce. They are both over on Instagram. They are friends of mine, and I'm so excited to support them because I love this design. Oh my gosh, when they showed it on Instagram the first time, I was like drooling. Oh, it's so cute. It doesn't scream puzzles. Like when you look at it, you're like, oh, I see puzzle pieces, but really it's just like the design. It's almost like flowers. I like this design a lot. Did a whole bunch of other stuff to sell as well. You'll see a sweatshirt in just a second that I literally have been living in. Today is the first day I'm like not wearing it because it needed to be washed. It still needs to be washed, but I need to share it with you. Anyways, like their stuff. I'll link it down below. Next up we have is one of the most highly requested items, which is a box top stand. Is a box top stand like a necessity for a puzzler? No, but it is nice having one, and as a gift, it is a great option. This is by the brand Zacco. It's a wooden box top stand. You can also pay a little bit extra to get them engraved and personalized, so like that's even like a better option as a gift. So if you have a little bit more than $20, I would suggest maybe engraving their name or something like that on it. They have a few different finishes, and you can either get it painted. They have a few different options as well. Absolutely love this. Would be a great gift idea and something that a lot of people have requested for Christmas. And then next up we have is mini puzzles. This was another suggestion from the Facebook group, is to just have a variety of different mini puzzles. There's a lot of different brands that do them. I will say if you are buying for someone who has maybe some gripping issues, I would stay away from things that have like a micro-sized piece, because that might be hard for them to grip. But there are several brands that have like standard size puzzle pieces. They're just in like a little small, maybe 40 to 100 piece puzzle box. And so a couple options I have We have Wentworth. They are a wooden puzzle brand. Their minis retail between $15 to $20 depending on which one you get. They're 40 pieces, but they are wooden, and so it's super fun. Maybe if you got this, maybe with a little mug or whatever, like this would be a great little gift. I also have this one. This is by the brand Workshop. They have these ones in these little bags, which are kind of pricey. I think they retail $12 for just one, but sometimes you can find them on sale. I got this one for like $6. So something like this would be great. Or I have one from Trevel, which I want to say retails for like $10. You can get like a couple of these. So definitely a great little gift option, especially if you know they're going to be traveling soon. You can get them a little puzzle for like on the go. Great idea. So those are my under $20 options. Let's move up in price point. Now let's move into gifts that are under 40 but over 20. First up, we have the most requested gift by far. Like almost every single response from that post was sorting trays. Oh my goodness, there's so many different options nowadays for sorting trays. When you go on Amazon, there's hundreds of different options. I picked out these ones and a few others for our upcoming video to try them out. I'll link these ones down below. But just sorting trays in general are such a great tool for a puzzler. Now there are so many different DIY options too, like maybe you want lunch trays or cafeteria trays, or some people use cookie sheets. So there's a way for you to get them without buying puzzle related things. But I feel like for me as a gift giver, I would want to gift them something that maybe is compact or maybe specifically for that hobby. But sorting trays in general, great gift idea. Really can't go wrong if you have a puzzler in your life. Next up, we have our wearables. A lot of people like to wear puzzle shirts or sweatshirts. One of my favorite things that I wear are my little puzzle earrings, my studs. The perfect size because they're super like micro and they don't scream, I'm a puzzler when you're out and about, you know? But I do like the idea of having wearables, especially for events or at home. But we first have this sweatshirt that, again, I have been living in since I got it. It's also from Puzzworthy, and this image is so freaking cute. They have a few different colors. I think they go up to like 5X, which is great. This one here is 3X. It's gray. It has their little heart design with the same design as that notebook. Super cute, super cozy. I've been living in it. So this one is a cute design. They also have a few others. I'll link some of my other puzzle shirts down below. I think I have a whole list over on Amazon. So I'll link that list down below if you want like suggestions. But in general, puzzle shirts, puzzle sweatshirts, puzzle earrings, puzzle jewelry, like there's so many different options nowadays, and it would be a great thing to gift to a puzzler, especially if they like attending puzzle events, because then they could like wear something to those events. So that's a great idea. Speaking of puzzle events, I did just want to mention that as a gift idea. If they are someone who's been interested in speed puzzling, maybe giving them an event ticket for a speed puzzling event might be something worth considering. If there's someone who has like no interest, I would say avoid it. But if you're shopping for someone who is thinking about attending, maybe buy them the ticket or buy yourself a ticket as well, so that way they can go with somebody and they're not just attending the event on their own. So maybe bring that up to them if you're considering doing that as a gift. I think that's something that maybe needs a little bit of their input, or maybe you are a puzzler and you're kind of thinking of ideas, like maybe offering, hey, I'd love to attend this puzzle event, you want to come with me? That might be an idea for them. For me, here near Seattle, we have local puzzle events that are very low key and they're only like $10 to $15 a person. So it's not a huge investment. Other events, of course, like nationals or other bigger events will be quite expensive and maybe harder to get your hands on. But for local events, it might be a lot more affordable and a lot less chaotic or stressful than the big ones. So just bring that up in case you want other ideas that are more experiences than stuff. That would be something to mention. Next up we have is this little set from New York Puzzle Company. I'm saying these specifically because I don't know about you, but I love mushroom puzzles. I feel like it's a new obsession. It's something that's like trickling in over my hot air balloon obsession for puzzles. But in general, I like this idea because you have a puzzle. So if you wanted to gift them a puzzle, you could. It's a 1,000 piece mushroom puzzle, super fun, lots of different mushrooms. I want to say there's like 140 or something mushrooms inside there. So the image is really cute, but I also love the idea of like pairing things that also have the puzzle design on them. Because then maybe if they're at work, if they're doing other things, they can still like have something that's like puzzly, but it's not a puzzle. So they have it where you can buy the mug, which this mug is giant. I love it. It's like a good coffee mug. You know, sometimes you have like a mug, which is most of my mugs, to be honest, because I don't drink a huge cup of coffee, but sometimes you want a huge cup of coffee. This is that mug. Like, it's massive. So they have the little, oh my gosh, I just realized there's a mushroom on the bottom. Anyways, this is a cute mug. I love it. They also have a deck of playing cards. You can put them all together. Like, boom, present, super cute. Next up we have is this here, which is kind of like the placeholder for this style of thing. I wouldn't necessarily recommend like this one because it's like stupid pricey, but I got it as a free gift and I just thought it's kind of solved a problem I didn't know that I had, even though I did know that I have. Maybe it's just a me problem, but it is a mug that also has a heating plate. So that way you can keep your stuff warm. For me, I have the issue when I'm coming down to puzzle, I usually have a hot beverage of some sort that may be coffee, tea, hot chocolate, and I come down here, get into puzzling, forget that I had it, and then it's cold. And so for me, I struggled with that quite a bit. It might just be a me problem, but having something like this might be a great option if you know someone who likes to puzzle, but they are also a hot beverage drinker. Having something like this might be helpful for them because for me, it keeps it warm even when I forget about it. And then that way I'm not like having to reheat it or microwave it over and over because I forgot that I had it. And then whenever I need it, it's still hot and it's great. I have this one from Ember. I got it as a free gift when I went to Dave & Buster's. And since I've gotten it, I use it quite a bit. Is it worth the money? Probably not. I feel like other brands do something similar. There's so many different options on Amazon and the ones that are like really cute mugs too. So I'll link what I can down below for this style of thing. But for me, like this solved a problem I didn't know that I had and it was worth having. Next up, we have our things that are under $100, probably in like the $50 to $70 range. First up, we have our things that are puzzles, but a lot of you did also mention you would love to experience wooden puzzles, but they're kind of at a price point. So if you have a larger gifting budget and you have maybe $60 to $70, doing a wooden puzzle might be a great gift idea. There are a few different brands that I have tried and loved. I, of course, am an ambassador for Wentworth, love their products. They have such great images, huge variety. This one is called Woodland Wreath. I just grabbed it because it was the one that was there. But they have a lot of different varieties and piece counts. And if you are searching for someone who loves to puzzle that maybe has gripping issues, their large format puzzle pieces are beautiful. I also recently did these guys here by Mosaic Puzzles. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. So they have a variety of different piece counts as well, where you can like choose your image and then choose the piece count that you want. The whimsies in these puzzles are stunning. There's so many of them. I will do a video on it. I already have it like already planned and in the works and filmed. This one here is from their 3D wooden line. And so what it is you do the puzzle as a regular 2D image, which by the way, again, so many different whimsies and things to look at. Also design, really fun. The image, it's called Twirling Dancers. So you do the 2D design, but then after the 2D design is over, they give you a booklet on how to make the 3D element with those pieces. So you take out some of the pieces and then you put them together. And for this one, it ended up being a little ballerina on a stand. And not only was it like a little ballerina on the stand, but you can like use your finger and make it rotate. Like that's such a brilliant idea. Anyways, I really appreciated doing this puzzle. I'm so glad that they gifted them to me. But as a gift, like this is such a great experience, something I would not have thought of, or even if you are a puzzler, like it would be so fun to do. So definitely recommend this brand as well. I'll link them down below. Next up, we have something I've mentioned before, but haven't mentioned in a couple of years. And it's probably the best gift I ever got as a puzzler. And that is a back massager. Now, if there's someone who likes to get back massages, that might be a great option where you can like gift them a back massage. But for me, I don't. So I like doing things at home. And so Dave got me this, which is a back massager. It's like a little, you look ridiculous when you're using it, but it is effective. And so whenever I like have like a hurt neck and upper back because I'm like bending over and puzzling, you know what I'm saying? You can also do it on the lower back too, but this thing works. Oh my gosh, it's great. I think this one retails for like $50. You can find them a little bit higher or lower depending. I feel like they all do pretty similar things, but such a great gift idea because even if you're not a puzzler, like having something like this, it's just nice to do when you're like sitting there watching TV, getting a little back massage. Definitely worth looking into. I've had the same one for years now, still works great. So I'll link this specific one if I can. If not, I'll link something similar. in the description box. And then finally, we have things that are over $100. So maybe you're going in with a few different people, or maybe you just have a larger budget, or maybe this is a wish list idea and so you want some ideas to maybe tell people. Is first up, we have the puzzle boards or furniture. So these are like boards you can either put on top of the table or actual tables that are a piece of furniture. I feel like if you're doing like the table route, you might want to maybe give them a heads up or give them a gift card for that type of thing. But having something where they can actually puzzle on, I have a few different videos linked down below where I have a couple different options. And there's so many different variations out there. You can see them for as low as $70, sometimes like $150 depending on what you're getting. I love having my puzzle boards and tables. It definitely has helped me, especially with if you have someone who complains about the back, having something that has a tilting option might be a great idea because then they're not leaning over so much. They can just like reach and they're not like bending their head. So having one that has a tilting option is great. I have a couple different videos. I'll link them down below. Other over $100 ideas we have are maybe buying a bulk of a subscription. So there's a few different brands that do puzzle subscriptions. So I do know there's a couple wooden ones where you can buy directly from them. I'll link them down below. One is Chestnut and Hemlock. They have beautiful puzzles and they are one of the few hand cut ones that have a subscription. Some other cardboard ones have subscriptions as well, and I just feel like if you buy them maybe like 6 to 12 months all at once, like that would be such a cool idea because then you can puzzle all year round and it's like a gift that keeps on giving. So I'll link those down below. I love having a puzzle subscription. I have one that's a rental service, so that way I'm like doing them and then I send them back, so that's a great option. So a lot of different options in that route. So that is this year's gift guide. I would love to know which of these items call out to you the most, or if you have other ideas, let people know down in the comments because I'm sure the more the merrier. So thank you all so much for being here. If you're someone who celebrates Christmas, I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas and a great rest of your year. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.